speaking of Disney, have you watched the Little Mermaid official teaser trailer that dropped?
I have seen it on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. But I
Okay.
kind of the reaction, I wasn't surprised anymore. It's like,
Okay.
yeah,
So,
Disney doing their thing again as usual.
so
Okay.
I have not seen it yet, and I have some choice words. I did see some screenshots, of course, and because it's all over internet. Because the D23 is, I believe, is ending tomorrow. There's a bunch of Marvel stuff that was what's it called, announced, like Secret Wars, Armor Wars, for Fantastic Four and stuff like that, and a couple of video games. But they also announced some, like, a bunch of movies that are coming out. Like I think they're doing a prequel to Mufasa, like sort of like prequel to
Really?
Lion King. So like
Yeah.
it's gonna be based off of
Mufasa.
Mufasa. I'm not. Did you watch the Lion King, the live action one?
No, just the original one. I didn't watch the
Yeah,
live action.
the live action one was pretty one-to-one in terms of sort of like story beats and stuff like that. There's the music and stuff like that and all the characters, but the one thing is that they made the animals too realistic in terms of like emotions, like sort of
Okay.
like when Mufasa
Actual
dies.
lions. Actual
Yeah, they
lions.
actually look like actual lions, right? So when Mufasa dies, like Simba's face is just like the same how he looks like, right? And it's sort of like that sort of like gives that sort of like disconnect is because the reason why Disney and like a lot of these animation studios make the cartoon characters have more emotion is so we can connect to them, right? But when you have something like this that we can't connect to, it's going to be extremely difficult. And I have a feeling a lot of people are like, please have this be 2D, don't make it 3D, because if it's like 3D, like sort of how the Lion King movie was that came out a couple of years ago, a lot of people's going to hate it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of all of these, especially the most recent ones. Like ever since starting from I think starting from Jungle Book. I think Jungle Book was okay, right? It's not bad, it's not great, it's different from the cartoon, but a lot of these live action remake slash adaptations that Disney is doing is completely just not good.
Yeah.
I watched almost all of them, right? I watched Jungle Book, I watched Beauty and the Beast, I watched Aladdin, watched Lion King, and what's it called again? I didn't watch I think there's a Cinderella one. I think the Snow White one that's coming up, and I did not like Maleficent because they completely changed up the story of Sleeping Beauty, and now we have this, the Little Mermaid official teaser trailer, and I have not seen it, and I sort of want to watch it with you. So let's go ahead. Is that cool with you?
All right. Could send me the link so that I could see it clearly. But
Okay.
so that I could watch it because yeah, it's kind of slow if I'm watching it through StreamYard.
Okay.
But I'll watch it along. I'll watch it along with you.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and send this to you. But before we actually watch this, though, I'm gonna show on the chat right now
Okay.
how many dislike to like ratios.
Oh, okay. I have that extension too. I want to see.
Okay. So we go
Oh
right now.
God.
You go right.
Yeah.
So this thing came out yesterday, and it's trending number 3, and it's 192,000 likes to 786,000
Yeah.
dislikes. Okay.
For me, it's 200K to 820K.
Okay. So it might have updated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna refresh. Oh my God. Oh my God. This thing is pretty bad. So before we watch it, I'm gonna go ahead and read some of the comments. Okay. So the part where Sebastian says she's starting to believe, and Ariel stops all the bullets with her mind and sends chills down my spine. Just stunning. when Ariel turned into a to a boy who lived, you're a mermaid, Harry. Absolute chills, 10 out of 10. I love the part where Ursula was like, I am inevitable. And then Ariel was like, it's mermaid time. Oh my God. These are so good. These are so good. I got epic chills when it turned out that Ariel was the chosen one and said to infinity and beyond and flew into outer space. Oh man. Clearly, this is not doing well, and these comments are amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then okay, let me read one more. When Ariel said it's over, Ursula, I have the high
The
ground.
high
That
ground.
made me cry a single tear. Phenomenal writing. Oh my god. All right. Oh my god. These comments are so good. These comments. Okay, let's go actually watch
Yeah,
this right now.
I'll go. I'll watch this along with you.
All right. Okay, here we go. Sorry. That's Flounder.
Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world.
Okay. Okay. I have a couple of things to say. But what are your thoughts on that?
Oops. Wait, I'm not sure if you could hear that. It's not well visually. The graphics are it's usual pretty good, but I don't know. It's hard for me to say if Hail Berry is actually a great cast as Ariel.
Mhm.
Because it might come off as like me being no, Ariel should be white. I don't want to come across as that, but
Mhm.
at the same time, it kind of alienates people from the original source material. So,
Mm.
admittedly, I'm kind of in between with regards to that. Well, obviously, but I already knew like this is gonna get a huge backlash, which I was right. So, I don't know. The trailer doesn't say much. Like it's just saying we have a live action Little Mermaid coming.
Mhm.
Apart from race swapping Ariel. Admittedly, I'm a bit indifferent for now. Maybe if I see more trailers, it's. I'm not a fan though of the Pinocchio one, what they did with the fairy.
Mhm.
If you've seen the Pinocchio one, yeah, that was
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a that was a bit of a stretch,
Mhm.
like compared to this one. This one, I'm in between. I
Mhm.
don't really have if which side I'm in. It's like maybe it's worth giving a chance. Maybe it'll turn out to be good, depending on the writing, depending on the trailer doesn't
Yeah.
say much apart from the race swap of Ariel. So I'll see how it goes for now.
Yeah. So so according to what I heard, what's it called again? Pinocchio's is just really bad. Like I believe what's it called again? Pinocchio. Let's actually go check Rotten Tomatoes of all things, right? Pinocchio. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let's actually look at it. Oh, okay. Pinocchio. Hold on. Let me actually. Can I spell it right? There it is. Is it 20? Pinocchio, right? Why? Where is it? Okay, there it is. 2022. Okay. So last time I saw, I believe the Pinocchio, what's it called? A Tom Hanks one right here. It's not doing well, and it is definitely absolutely is not doing. It's getting destroyed right now. So let me like even the critics are not a big fan of it. So let's actually bring this up. Wolf, look at this: 29% to critic review versus
Oh
39%
wow,
audience score.
the critic is even lower. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how 1-to-1 this is. I have not seen the original Pinocchio in such a long time. I've probably seen it once.
Me too. Me too.
And I have not seen this one, but according to my friend who's a big Disney fan on Facebook, he was like, I'm not a big fan of what they did with Pinocchio. It's different. I'm not liking it so far. And the thing is that he's a big Pinocchio fan. And the thing is, I'm not sure. Like, I think having Pinocchio look like Pinocchio from the cartoon, I think it's fine. I guess I'm not sure. Maybe it looks too cartoony, because right here the eyes looks pretty bad. It looks like it's just drawn in. I'm not sure if it's actually like a ventriloquist dummy look like the eyes actually moves, but this is getting really bad reviews. And from what I know from Ariel, like I know that the Little Mermaid that we watched growing up, which was what that movie came out like 89 or something, and it's a Dutch it's a Dutch background, right? So it has with Prince Eric, and he's Dutch, and what's called Little Mermaid. That's the reason why they're white. And I'm not sure this one if they're gonna make it around Caribbean is because
we don't know.
like go ahead like and do that. Like I'm okay with if you are like don't gender swap one character. You got to gender swap everyone. Like Ariel's mom needs to be black. Ariel's dad needs to be black. Almost everyone she lives with needs to be black, right? If that's the case, or there could be some whites, there could be some blacks, but at least her main, like King Trident, needs to be black. Her sisters, all of them need to be black, right? If that's it, make it consistent. But if they don't and they just gender swap her, then it's gonna be a pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
So Kat says, agreed with Gray Blade, looks pretty. I'm going to keep an open mind. What's the backlash about? So yeah, so the backlash is two things. Other than the fact that if this is going to be in Dutch, like a Dutch background, like then this is wrong. Like in terms of geographically, this is considered wrong. It's because like she's supposed to be white. Big backlash from what I heard was her hair is not red. Like that's one of the big one. It's because her hair.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, being underwater, I know that your hair is definitely muted in color, but the thing is that if you look at what's it called again? If you look at Amber Heard's character, what's her name?
Mira.
Mira. Yeah. Mira's hair is super red, like lusciously bright, right? And I think that's what they should do. I think her they gave her dreadlocks and stuff like that. Just she's black and stuff like that. Like sure, whatever. Like it's I don't care. If it's good, then it's good. I think having her hair super red would probably be a little bit better because she's known to be a redhead, right? But I do know that it does look pretty, right? I think Haley Bailey. I was about to say Halle Berry. Haley Bailey can sing. I'm not a big fan of the "Wish I Could Be Hey." Like I'm not a big fan of that extra twang at the end. But I think it's fine. Like. But this thing has a good amount of downvotes, which I think it's just so there's another thing that I do want to show right over here. Let me actually show. Here it is. The crazy thing is this one right here. The crazy one is this one right here. So this is from Discussing Films. I think this is from The Quartering. I think The Quartering retweeted this, and Haley Bailey looks exactly like Ariel. The complete with the full red locks in The Little Mermaid, incredible singing, and film already seems very close to the animated version. I'm not sure this is a troll, but
yeah, me too.
Like no, right?
There's
if you're saying that this is extremely accurate, this looks exactly like the cartoon, right? Well, first of all, she's not white, and second of all, her hair is not red. But the thing is that like Cliff Duncan right over here is like ironic. The irony that this is actually a racist tweet dismissing Miss Bailey's appearance and gaslighting readers to believe that she looks pretty like a pretty white girl. that's wolf. But yeah, it's like for me, you just make it consistent, right? Flounder, if that fish that's following her was flounder, that does not look like flounder unless if the fish that you're using is a legit flounder fish, right? If you're using like an actual flounder fish, like that thing looks ugly. If
Like,
this is the thing that's gonna be following Ariel around, this is really bad. And of course, if they're gonna make this Caribbean, it's because what's it called again? Sebastian has a was a Jamaican accent, right? And so having it based off in like the Caribbean islands next to Jamaica and stuff like that, that would make total sense. But if they happens, oh, this is Prince Eric is white and in Dutch and stuff like that, and then people will be even more upset. And that's the reason why like I think ever since I think what's it called again? Lion King. I've completely lost faith in any live action what's it called
Yeah,
adaptation
for
from,
sure.
from Disney. Like it's like, to be honest though, what they could have done with Haley Bailey, in my opinion, I think she would have been a lot better cast as Tatiana from I think that's her name. From what's it called again? Princess and the Frog.
Oh, I don't
I
think I
think-
watched that one.
Yeah, Princess and the Frog is a set in the bayou of New Orleans, right? So it's like there's a lot of
okay.
like soul and Creole and stuff like that. Like I think she might have been better for that for that. Like if you want something like that, I'm pretty sure that's probably like the next thing they're gonna do. But you're no, the next thing they're gonna do is Snow White, and Snow White for some reason is like Hispanic or black or something like that. Like sure, whatever. I don't care anymore. Like this is not for me. Like obviously this is not for me. You know, like are my kids gonna be watching the live action one or the animated one? Of course they're gonna be watching the animated one because the animated one is just so much better.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm just looking at her hair here. Her hair is not red at all. It's like an orange, like a dark orange. Maybe when she's out of the water, her hair is like super bright red or something. But it's It's not. I think that's one of the things a lot of people are just like upset at. But I think it is what it is. Like I probably will not ever watch any of the like the live action stuff anymore. But yeah, dude, it's have you watched any of the live action Disney stuff?
Recently, to be truth, I can't even recall. So that actually says that says something about it. So yeah, I can't even recall the last one that I watched anymore. It's been that long.
Yeah. But man, but do you know what show that I just started watching since the most recent season just came out? That's still really good. Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah. I know that's been very very well received. Maybe I should start watching that too.
Yeah, it's all on Netflix. Season 5 just came out, and the great thing about that show, it caters to everyone, right? It caters to fans of the old. If you're new, it introduces a lot of new characters. It actually has a lot of people of color in it. Like you have one of Johnny Lawrence's main like disciples or pupils is a Hispanic person, and then you have blacks, Asians, and it's like all of them. They bring back a bunch of older characters. If you ever watched any of the OG like Karate Kid movies and stuff like that, so it brings in like lesbian, gay, like it caters to LGBTQ, like all of that. Like that's what Disney should have done, right? For if you're gonna make a movie, like cater to everyone. Do not isolate a big section of your fan, right? It's because if ultimately money talks, like if you look
still
at,
gotta make it entertaining. You still gotta make it entertaining.
So if you look at Thor: Love and Thunder, like I believe it did it. I'm not sure if it even broke even in the box office.
Yeah, I know it didn't do well.
And with that, like you already have like Taika Waititi already is coming back. Like I'm not making another Thor. Like he already said, it's like I'm not making Thor 5. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that anymore. And I think it's because you purposely made this movie to like cater to a group of fans and not your other fans. And I think it's just make something that does well for everything. Like if you want to send a message, do it for everyone, right? Or if you're doing an episodic, make sure that like each episode is catered to something. What's the message for this one, right? What's the message for this movie and stuff like that? What do you want to put in this movie? That's why Top Gun Maverick did so well, is because it didn't add anything new, but it just took what already exists and made it better, right? And brought in new characters and there are people of color and stuff like that, and but they didn't try to like shove stuff down your throat. They didn't try to
Yes.
you any identity politics or like
Yes.
intersectionality or it wasn't virtue signaling
Yeah.
at all. It was just a very good entertaining movie.
Yeah.
And
Just-
that's the reason why
Just
that
integrate and write these characters well. That's
Yeah.
all you need to do. You don't need to blatantly virtue signal in for your audience.
yeah, and that's the reason why that movie has surpassed Black Panther domestically here in the US, like over $700 million dollars, which is
So-
crazy. It beat
Yeah.
Infinity War and Black Panther, which is
Yeah.
nuts. Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.